Today, we're going to talk about working in the vineyard of the Lord and where God may be calling you. Welcome to the very first ever episode of Youth Ministry Insights. I'm Carrie Janice, and I'm really excited to be sharing my tiny little portion of the Universal Catholic Church with you and my insights of the last 12 years of working in the field in the vineyard of youth ministry. And so I run youth groups for 3rd grade to 28 years old, and I'm really happy to be bringing you my insights through the Camden Diocese Talking Catholic. And so welcome. If you are a new youth minister, if you are a seasoned youth minister, if you are a mom or a dad looking for help with your child, trying to bring them closer to the Lord, you're in the right place. And I hope that we can go through this experience together. So please comment and share your thoughts on these videos as we go forward. I'm here today to talk with you about working in the vineyard and share all of those years of my humble experiences with you. Youth ministry is a way to bring the church to our youth, our precious youth who are not only the future of the church, but they are the church today. And so in being a youth minister or one who brings the church to the youth, you are helping the Lord and serve in that vocation for yourself. You're helping the Lord and gain more souls and saving souls for his church and for all of eternity. And so our work is so important. It is so needed. Is there a lot of burnout? Yeah. Is there a lot of difficult moments? For sure. Is there a lot of time where you need to balance between work and family life? I totally get it. I'm a mom of a almost 2-year-old and a wife for 12 and a half years to my wonderful husband, Phil, and my son, John Paul. And my time in balancing both motherhood, parenthood, being a wife and a youth minister has been a fine balance, as it is for all of us. So wherever you're at, if you're a part-time, full-time, if you're a volunteer, wherever you're at, welcome to this vineyard. Welcome to serving the Lord. So I'm going to share with you a little bit about what makes a youth minister and the foundations of youth ministry. So first, I'd like to tell you that we can't give what we don't have, right? What does this mean? What do I mean by that? Well, basically, we are sharing the faith, right? We are sharing the faith with the youth that we serve. And so in order to share the faith, we need to be active in our own faith, in our own lives, right? In our faith life. And so now a few little tips on how to do that. Well, first, if you can go to daily mass once or twice a week, or even a few more times than that, you're going to see great fruit bared in your faith life. You're going to be able to serve those youth even so much better. There was a time in my life during college I fell in love with daily mass. I was going 6-7 times a week to mass, right? And it was such a time of growth for me. It was a time where I truly developed a love for the mass. And as times change, as mentioned, I'm a mom. I know there's different seasons in our life. And so maybe right now you might not be able to get there too often. But start small, set a goal, maybe once a week after your regular Sunday obligation, and let it God take over from there. Another thing that I would suggest to you is going to Adoration. Adoration is a way to adore our Lord in the Blessed Sacrament, but also imagine being before the Creator of the entire universe. He is going to give you the greatest ideas, the greatest answers to your prayers on how to serve these young people. Bring before their needs before him. You are going to see an amazing transformation on how you serve the church and the youth. So I highly encourage Adoration. If you have a chapel in your church, visit it frequently. If you have a chapel nearby that you can go to, some are 24 hours a day, go visit Jesus in the Blessed Sacrament in the Adoration Chapel. Another way that we are always drawing the youth closer to the Lord is through prayer. So if we are keeping our own prayer life steady and an important part of our regular daily life, we are going to see that we are able to transmit that and be an example of that to the youth and give them advice on their prayer life and share with them about that. I also would recommend, in talking with youth, frequenting the sacraments. And so confession is one of them. I know it can be scary, especially for both youth and adults, but I would say as best as possible, keep your confession regular. Have maybe a regular confessor that's going to help you grow through that. These tips are going to really help form and shape you as a youth ministry, and in turn lay the foundation of your program to be able to share the Catholic faith with the youth that we serve. It's not always easy. Again, we can't give what we don't have. And so we need to be able to give that to others through our own faith life and our own faith journey. And also lastly, as you start up your ministry programs, or as you're a part of your ministry programs already, I would encourage you to be present at the parish as much as possible. If this is attending multiple masses on a Sunday just to greet people as they're coming in or say goodbye to those leaving, you are ministering not just to the youth of that parish and not just to all of them there, but their parents, their grandparents, anybody raising them. You want to make your face familiar to them, let them know who you are, and also win them over in your trust and your gentle approach and also your personality of who you are. God made us each unique. He created each one of us in his image and likeness to be like him in a way that we can share that with others. So share that with the others of your parish, and they will in turn see you and want to be drawn to that program that you may be running. Whatever youth group it is, whatever group of teens it is, or young adults, or those younger that you are serving, they're going to get to know who you are, and their parents are going to get to know who you are and trust you. So these are just a few basic foundations of youth ministry and being a youth minister that I love to start off with when talking about youth ministry. Next episode that we have is going to be all on how to start an actual youth ministry program. So thank you for joining us today, and I hope that you can be with us in the next episode. Something I'd like to leave you with is that a phrase that I often reflect on, and that is, if we touch the hearts of the youth, we'll touch their souls. So in turn, touching their hearts, we're going to lead them closer to Christ. So just always be mindful of that. Always be mindful of their hearts, vulnerable, open, just like our Lord was, and how we can share that faith with them and bring them closer to our Lord and his church. So may God bless you, and hope to see you again soon.